welcome. We just got our descent instruction. I thought I'd keep it in autopilot mode right now just for a second so you could see the oscillation roll problem we're having, this bug that's the latest, since the latest patch. You can see how we're rolling right and now rolling left. This is an airplane, not a boat. Damn it. Anyway, that's illustrating it. Okay, let's begin our descent into Las Vegas. Part 2. Welcome to Part 2. Been a beautiful flight, other than the annoying oscillation roll. So, we're going to set our altitude at 35,000, flight level 350, what they told us to descend to. Switch to knots units. Activate VS. And now the oscillation roll will stop because we're no longer in level flight. Okay, so well, it should stop. Yeah, I think it will stop. Ooh, honey, settle down. I'm on it, baby. Just relax. It is still rolling. Interesting. I hope they fix this. It's very distracting. You know, in all candor, when I do these longer flights, this one's going to be 2 hours, 2 hours and 5 minutes maybe. You know, I'll get myself set up in cruise, and then I'll go and just leave it, and I'll go and do stuff, whatever, around the house. Work needs to be done after all. So, you know, I don't notice it because I'm not paying attention. But, you know, look at this. I mean, I feel like I'm on a boat. They got to fix this, okay? You can't do a patch and then, as a result of that patch, reintroduce a problem that you previously addressed. I mean, I don't know. I don't claim to be a tech guy, but it seems like... Do they test these things before they release them? There's another aircraft heading at us. See this guy? Right there? That's him. We should get a shout out from ATC about him, but maybe not. I don't know. Right there. He's going to go behind the post. Moon. There's the moon. Beautiful. Let's see if this guy pops out. There he is. That's the alert I mentioned. See him? He's at 36,000 feet. I'm at 38, so... There you go, United 2385. So if you want to know where they're headed, go to flightaware.com, search United 2385. Probably departing Vegas, headed to, well, let me take a wild guess here. I'll say San Francisco. How you like them apples? San Francisco, that's my guess. I'll check that later, and I promise I have not looked. How could I have, right? I mean, you just heard the first reference to it right now. Still rolling. Rolling left, rolling right. If this is anything like the last bug, it'll diminish as we get below 32,000 feet. For whatever reason, that's when this roll oscillation presents itself. Anyway, we're headed to Vegas. As I said, we're going to be landing at ILS runway 26 right. ILS frequency for runway 26 right is 110.3, so we'll go ahead and enter that. 1103. There we go. We'll switch our bearing 2 to GPS and leave bearing, or set bearing 1 at nav 1. Down to 290, Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Descend and maintain flight level 290, Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
So, you know, I'm always trying to make lemons out of lemonade, and I will tell you that if there's anything good about this patch so far, it's that the air traffic control, ATC AI, seems to be working really well. Have not had any issues in terms of what I've seen before where, you know, I'm 2 miles from the airport and they still haven't told me to descend. So that's good. In terms of workarounds on this roll oscillation, as I said, it doesn't seem very pronounced at about 30,000 feet or 32,000 feet. When you get above that, we flew this flight at 43,000 feet. You get above that though, and it's just, I mean, it's not a danger to the aircraft, it's just annoying. You know what I mean? An airplane at cruise is not rolling left and right constantly. It's straight and level. So I did post this on the forums on flightsimulator.com and had several people reply that they had encountered the same problem. So they'll fix it. I just wish they'd do it sooner rather than later, but we've been told not to expect any more updates until the new year, understandably. But for somebody who prides himself on the joy of the experience, you know, the left-right roll oscillation is very annoying. Love the new window views though, very happy about that. Wow, that looks fantastic. There's my passenger's view. Beautiful. Okay, we are 90 miles out and we're at 29,000 feet, so that's slightly high. So we'll increase our descent rate a little. Wait a minute. Down to 15,000, Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Descend and maintain 15,000 feet, Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
So we'll use our altitude selector, if I can get the mouse wheel to cooperate. Set 15,000, there it is right there. That's what this knob is controlling. 15,000, good. Start. No, I'm not going to start slowing. I'm going to keep us at 260. Knots indicated at 27,000 feet. Our true airspeed's 385. Ground speed's got a nice tailwind. Not a big one, but 20 knots. 401 knots across the ground. We were doing 522 at cruise. Nice, right? Let's give you an idea of our approach. As I said, we're landing at runway 26. And here, I love the names they give these intersections in Vegas. Fuzzy. That's funny. Anyway, we're going to fly southeast. There's KLAS. That's the airport. So we'll fly this way, south of the airport. So the airport will be off the left side of the aircraft. And then we'll turn left at BLD. And then in terms of from Hako, Condi, and KLAS, Hako, we want to be at 5,400 feet. Condi, 3,800 feet. The distance between Hako and Condi is 5.1 nautical miles. Distance between Condi and the airport is 5.4 nautical miles. You see there's no more roll oscillation now that we're lower, 24,000 feet. Now you might say, well, why not just always fly at 24,000 feet? Well, because the aircraft's not as efficient at those altitudes. Fuel and otherwise. Speaking of fuel, it is nice to be using, to not be using unlimited fuel, the unlimited fuel feature. I always felt like I was being a little dishonest with that. I had no choice because the bug that in this aircraft made it so that you couldn't fly any significant distance without dealing with fuel starvation. So now that they fixed it, I fly according to this aircraft's fuel consumption abilities. Specifically, we have 591 gallons, 296 on the left, 295 on the right, consuming 446 pounds of fuel per hour. Looking good. 70 miles out. Our standard altitude at 70 miles would be 21,000 feet. And what do you know? 20,800. So we can actually shallow out our descent rate slightly. We were going in kind of steep there. Nothing unreasonable, but look at that. Oh. There's a lot of clamoring for a feature that used to be, or that was, one of the most popular features of FSX, which was the instant replay feature. Typically used right after takeoff or landing. You would stop what you're doing, go to the instant replay. There'd be a little menu button you could click up here. And then you could watch whatever just happened in the last 10 or 20 or 30 or 60 or 90 seconds. And that was nice because you wouldn't have to be in control of the airplane. So right now when we land, I can't go outside and watch me land because I'm doing it in real time. So happy about snow. I mentioned yesterday in my video I love snow. I actually don't like snow. I detest it, but it's great to see snow in the sim. Again. Or not again in this one, but in... And that looks great. I'm going to take a screenshot.
Nearest altimeter, 3013.
3013, according to Betty, is the nearest altimeter at Cape VGT, which is North Las Vegas. So we'll sync it and we'll see if that's right. 3013, let's see. 3022, okay. Coming in nice. 17,000 feet now and 57 nautical miles out. I would estimate us being on the ground in about 16 minutes. 16 minutes.
125.6 for Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey. Las Vegas approach Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey is at 16,200 feet, descending 15,000 feet.
Coming in here just northwest of Vegas, Red Rock Canyon National Recreation Area. I've been there. I believe that's it right there. I've actually run it before. It's got some incredible trails. And really, it's really something special right there. I think it's called the White Rock Loop right there. You start here, go around it, and come back to parking. It's just about 6.5 miles. It's really fun. Look at those mountains. Oh. Down to 7,600, Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Descend and maintain 7,600 feet, Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
7,600 we're descending to. All right. Looking good. Everything's going great right now. About to make a final left turn. And we're going to have the airport out here off the left side of the aircraft. Start slowing now that we're closing the gap between us and 10,000 feet. We need to be at 250 knots indicated. Below 10,000. We're at 14.5 right now and 248 knots indicated. That's just dandy. Weather in Vegas right now, decidedly better than Vancouver. Mostly sunny, 57 degrees. Sunset's at 4:32. Air pressure's 3013. Live weather's saying winds are out of the east, but on setup, the winds were out of the west. So, but the winds that they're describing are only 3 knots, so not an issue. There's Vegas down there.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, you are 13 miles west. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway 26 right approach via Bravo Lima Delta transition. Cleared to Bravo Lima Delta.
Cleared to BLD, right there.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect ILS runway runway 26
We're not the only ones on
right,
this
Bravo
approach.
Lima
There's
Delta
this guy.
transition cleared to Bravo Lima Delta Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Descending through these clouds. Don't expect much in the way of icing, but we'll keep an eye on it. Oh, that looks great. God, just looks so good. "40 miles out now, and we want to be, according to our standard approach, 12,000 feet. We're at 12.4. There's the strip. God damn it. This is just, what an unbelievable accomplishment this game is. I almost feel guilty for bitching about the roll oscillation issue. I mean, I think about the hours that I've spent in this game of just sheer joy. You see, make out the strip there? There it is. That's North Las Vegas right there. Here's our airport. As I said, it's going to be right off the left side of the aircraft. I'm going to turn off our bank limiter. Start slowing more. Got a heck of a, not a heck of a turn, but we got a pretty decent turn coming at us. Big giant left U-turn. You can see it right here. Zoom in a little bit on this MFD. We're going to need it. That is fantastic. Look at that airport. There it is. 26 right. That's where we're landing, right there. And make a note to self that we'll be turning right. There's somebody else on final. If you can see those anti-collision lights right there. We're looking really good. Let's continue slowing though. Check out our passengers, beautiful passengers view. Let's take a screenshot there. Just love it. I just love it. Outside temperature is 4 degrees Celsius. No more danger of icing. There's our moon. Looking good. I love that they model the phases of the moon correctly. That's so enchanting.
Landing gear.
Just ignore that.
Landing gear. Landing.
Use our speed brakes if we have to. Yes. Take it down to
Landing
210.
Landing gear.
Speed brakes.
Landing
Watch
gear.
this. Look. Oh, rats. I was going to show you the speed brakes from the window. Look, see this guy? Oof. Sorry. That guy's on final. He is where we will be in about 5 minutes. Keep slowing. Here, watch. Take this down to 195.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Deploy the
Landing
speed
gear.
brakes. Watch this. You see?
Landing gear. Landing gear.
See them?
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear.
Where's my speed
Landing
brakes?
gear.
Damn it.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Oh, there they are. See? Auto throttle responding to the added drag as expected. Down to 190. Okay, we're looking good. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, God, I wish I were here. Okay, getting ready for the big left turn. 185. And once we make that left turn, we'll do 1 notch of flaps. Winds are 5 knots coming at us, so it does appear that perhaps the winds have changed. They are coming from the east, but pretty mild, and it appears as though the traffic pattern is still having airplanes going towards the west for landing, which is the normal approach into Las Vegas. Here's the ILS information, 11.2 nautical miles out. We're 21 nautical miles from the airport right now. I'm sorry, we're not 21. We're 11 miles from the airport. We have 21 miles left on our flight path, and we're at
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey descend
7,600.
and maintain 5,400 feet.
I was waiting for further instructions to descend, and we just got it. Down to 5,400, Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Descend and maintain 5,400 feet, Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
1,400 feet per minute. When we get to BLD, we'll make a big left turn. It's looking good. Bracing for that left turn, just about to happen. There it is. Thousand feet per minute. There's Lake Mead. Okay. Getting ILS glide slope information now. This white diamond is creeping up, which is exactly what we want. So we're going to fly in just under that glide slope. Take it down to 180. And as I said, 1 notch of flaps. Okay, we're looking good. Everything's really looking good right now. We got another left turn coming. Once we make that left turn at Hawko, we'll be on final. Let's get our landing lights on. Go ahead and deal with our depressurization. That's dealt with now, thankfully. I always forget that, so I'm impressed that I remembered. Where are we on our timer? 2 hours, 5 minutes. Okay.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, you are 13 miles east of Las Vegas. Contact Las Vegas Tower on 118.75 when inbound on the approach.
1875, that's the 3 Whiskey Bravo.
Tower on 118.75 Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
There's the left turn.
Las Vegas Tower Cessna
Switch over to nav.
3 Bravo Whiskey 13 miles
Oh,
east inbound
hey, I didn't do that. Or did I? I don't remember switching nav source to nav 1.
November 343 Bravo Whiskey, Las Vegas Tower. Cleared ILS runway 26 right approach. Altimeter tree 0.17, wind 0 tree 8 at 12.
Activate APPR. Already grabbed the glide slope instantaneously.
ILS runway 26
See?
right approach.
Man, I'm
Cessna 3
getting
Bravo Whiskey.
better and better at this. I shouldn't say that. I'm really feeling more proficient on this. Let's set altitude at mins 20. What did I say it was? 2350. We said 2400. All right, and there's our runway. I see 3 whites, 1 red on the poppy, the precision approach path indicator. Let's keep slowing. Let's do another notch of flaps and let's see, we're 9 miles out. Another notch of flaps in gear now.
Landing gear.
Look at that. Oh. I love it. There's my girl. Looks like we get another aircraft right here on final at 26 left. Interesting. Didn't notice him until just now. Winds are real mild. Slight tailwind, 3 knots. Not a big deal. All right, we'll disconnect the auto throttle and actually, hold on 1 second. Let me take us down to our approach speed. 150, full flaps. Fully configured for landing now.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, cleared to land runway 26 right. Follow the generic on upwind. Wind calm caution, the generic landing runway 26 left.
Cleared to land 26 right, Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Clear to land runway 26
This is,
right, Cessna
you heard him
3
caution us on this guy? This guy right here? I was right, he is landing on 26 left. That's cool. That's cool. It's simultaneous approach. That's really sweet. Airspeed's about 3 knots low, so... Okay, disconnect the auto throttle. Calibrate throttle. Okay, we're good. 149, 150, looking really, 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 really good. 1 white, 3 reds. Okay. About to go in. Just fantastic. Look at the strip. There's stratosphere. I love it. Oh god. This is so fun. 500. We'll hear that in just about 10 seconds.
500.
Autopilot disconnected. I have the airplane. No.
Cessna Tree Bravo
Pop up.
Whiskey, go around.
Okay, you heard that, right?
Going around Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey, contact Las Vegas approach on 125.6.
Sorry, friends. Everything was going grand, but
125.6 Cessna
we just
Tree
got a
Bravo
go-around
Whiskey.
order. Stand by.
Las Vegas
Everything's
approach
fine.
Cessna November Tree 4 Tree Bravo Whiskey has missed approach at Las Vegas.
Sync our heading bug.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey climb and maintain 7,600 feet.
Up to 7,600. 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey climb and maintain 14,000 feet.
Honey, I'm not going up to 14,000 feet. Kiss my ass.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey climb and maintain flight level 180.
I'm not going up to 18,000 feet, darling.
Bravo Whiskey climb and maintain flight level 180.
No! I'm refusing to. Shit. God damn it. What's with the go-around?
Bravo Whiskey climb and maintain flight level 210.
Oh my god, this is ridiculous. Okay, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to cancel IFR.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey, you are 4 miles west. Climb and maintain 7,600 feet.
Okay.
Expect ILS runway 26 right approach. Climb
Thank
Bravo
you.
Lima Delta transition.
That's better.
Clear to Bravo Lima Delta.
I was like, what the? Okay, we're all right. We're good. Don't worry, friends. We're going to handle the situation. Let's get back up to 7,600 feet. Let's re-engage the auto throttle. Let's get that speed back up.
Landing gear.
Set it at 185. Okay, we got cleared back to Bravo Lima Delta. That was a little excitement, huh? Let's make sure we're still cleaned up. Keep 1 notch of flaps. Gears up. Wow. I haven't had a missed approach since I think Jacksonville, Florida, or no, maybe Orlando. Anyway, it was somewhere in Florida, the TBM. That was really awesome. Wow, that was exciting. Well, it's no problem. We're just basically making a big, here I'll show you, making a big left turn, and we're going to go back to BLD right here and just reshoot that approach. Oh, that added to our flight time a little bit, but you know, it was kind of cool. Now, I must say that there's a concern when you're at busy airports. This is the kind of thing that can happen. Where there's just so many people flying and landing and so forth that you end up in a situation like this where it wouldn't have been safe to land, I'm not going to jeopardize the safety of my passenger. So, they told us to do a go-around. We did a go-around. But we're all right. You might have a sense of deja vu right now. Let's take a screenshot. We got plenty of fuel, so there's no issues there. We're head to BLD. I'm just going to do exactly the same thing. I'm no longer flying the GPS course though, so when I make that big left turn, I'll have to activate the approach again. But right now we literally are where we were the last time we did this, which was what? 10 minutes ago. Damn, we were just about to land too. God, look at all the schmutz on this window. Okay, it's alright. Airplane's all configured. Everything's good. Let's take a look outside. Yeah, she looks fine. She's good. She's a little rattled. She's okay. Listen, it's my job to handle things. She has to know she's safe with me. Okay, as I said, we want to be, as I said earlier, we want to be at 5,400 feet at Hako. Okay, there's 5,400 feet. There's BLD. Right now, where it's been cleared to 6,800 feet, I'm sorry, 7,600 feet, they haven't given us further descent instructions. So we'll see if they do. Remember I said last time that that guy, it was a situation just like this. There was a guy on final. I said, that'll be us in 5 minutes. Well, deja vu. We're holding at 7,600 feet as we're supposed to be. This is going to be a real test of ATC, though, because will they give us descent instructions to handle the approach again? I don't know. I hope so. I was just about to cancel IFR and just fly this thing VFR because the weather is acceptable, but when she told me to climb to 21,000 feet, I'm like, fuck this. But then she backed off of that. This is a cool test of the AI in ATC. Boy, there's a lot of planes landing. I don't know. If we get another go-around order...
American 210, you are 16 miles east. Climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Expect ILS runway 26 left approach via Frito transit.
26 left. What's with all these planes? This is real-time aircraft. What's with all these planes landing in Vegas? Aren't we in the middle of a pandemic? Come on, give me descent instructions.
Descend and maintain 4,900 feet. Expect ILS runway 26 left approach via Frito
I don't know, I'm starting to panic because we're supposed to be at
210.
5,600 at Hako and we're still 5,400 at Hako, and it seems like they're not talking to us anymore. Let's see if they tell us to do anything at BLD. If not, I'll just...
American 210, you are 13 miles east of Las Vegas.
we're too high.
Las Vegas Tower on 119.9 when inbound.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to initiate a descent myself. 5,400. We should be descending.
Tower on 119.9 American 210.
Let's see if they start yelling at us. I can always extend the downwind. It's no big deal. Coming up on BLD.
Bravo Whiskey descend and maintain 5,400 feet.
Nice. Excellent. See, I already did that. I anticipated it.
Descend and maintain 5,400 feet. Cessna
Almost like I know what I'm doing. Okay, good. Hey, you know what? This is very interesting. It's another test of the AI, the air traffic control AI. It's working. I thought we were going to get frickin' ignored. I mean, I hate to say it, but, you know, it's happened before. Okay, let's start the left turn. This should have a real air of familiarity to you. Oops. This is very exciting. Didn't quite get to BLD as you can see, but we're good. Set it at approach course. Approach course is 259, so. Okay, now we'll switch over to nav, off of heading, and approach. There, you see, that worked perfectly. Beautiful. Okay, we're back on final. Does this feel familiar? Gear down. Second notch. We never did turn our landing lights off, and who can blame us?
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, you are 13 miles east of Las Vegas.
Again.
Contact Las Vegas Tower on 118.75 when inbound on the approach.
1875, Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Tower on 118.75 Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Las Vegas Tower, this is Cessna 3 Bravo
Las Vegas Tower,
Whiskey.
Cessna November 34 Bravo
5300
Whiskey,
and 11 miles out.
East inbound ILS runway 26 right approach.
Okay, guys. We'll try this again.
Cleared ILS runway 26 right approach. Altimeter tree 0.16 wind 0 tree 8 at 8.
Make that. What did he say the winds were?
Runway 26 right approach Cessna 3 Bravo.
038 at 8. Oh, okay. Yeah, the winds are out of the east-northeast. Okay, full flaps once we turn final, which we're just doing now. Please don't give me another missed approach. You know, I learned my lesson. I'm going to set my approach my altitude selector at the missed approach altitude of 5,000 feet, according to the published approach plate. It takes a little headache away from you if you end up in a situation like I just did, which I've never been in the Longitude. A missed approach. Now, I got news for you. If they tell me to cancel the approach or to do go around, I'm just going to ignore them. Okay, I'm sorry. I need to get on the ground. It's Christmas Day. I got to make dinner. All right, this should look very familiar. There's our poppies. 2 whites, 2 reds. Slow us down. This guy right here is somebody else on final, but he's going slower than we are. He might be a prop, which is good, because if we can get on the ground before he does, full flaps, it'll keep him from getting in our way. We are on the glide slope. You see GS. Yeah, this should be very familiar to you. Love that. Love the flaps.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey cleared to land runway 26 right. Wind calm.
Yeah, see, the winds are calm on the airfield.
Cleared to land runway 26 right Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Okay, we're right where we want to be. Auto throttle's disconnected. And once again, we will recalibrate. Keep that airspeed up. There you go. Let's pop up in the seat in anticipation. Okay, this is it. Gear down, landing lights activated, full flaps, confirmed. Let's do this.
Final runway 26 right.
There's the strip. I love the Four Seasons at the Mandalay Bay. Oh. Wait for 500 again. And we'll disconnect the auto throttle. There's the Luxor. good.
500.
500.
Autopilot.
Autopilot.
I have the aircraft. It's like a 15,000 foot long runway, so there's really no rush. They're looking good. 26 right confirmed. Nice. Okay, well that was grand, friends. High-speed exit.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey exit runway when able.
On it, Cochise.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey contact ground on 121 decimal niter.
Okay. Well, that was great. And look at this. Check that out. Halfway. Okay, stop our timer. 2:25. Landing lights off. Taxis on. Pulse off. All right, friends, welcome. We are in Vegas. Local time 4:19. Excitement there with the missed approach. And let's go over to ground. And let's go to parking. Let's go outside. Let's bring those spoilers in. There they are. Let's bring our flaps in.
343 Bravo Whiskey taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Alpha 5 Bravo Bravo 5 Charlie Golf Whiskey cross runway 1 right Whiskey cross runway 1 left Whiskey hotel.
Did you hear those? Did you hear those instructions?
General aviation parking via taxiway Alpha 5 Bravo Bravo 5 Charlie Golf Whiskey cross runway 1 right Whiskey cross runway 1 left Whiskey hotel Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
That's funny. That's a long. That's quite a list. Wow, what a pretty sunset. Welcome to Vegas. 4:20. Is it 4:20 or 5:20 in Vegas? Hold on, I don't know. Hey Siri, what's the local time in Las Vegas?
It's 1620 in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Okay, so yeah. I can never remember if they're ahead of us or... I know it's different in the summer, or is it not? Arizona doesn't do daylight savings time. I don't know, I can't remember. Anyway, so welcome to Vegas. Here it is, 4:20. There's the strip. My God gracious. That looks great. That looks just fantastic. Ramp 249. I'll remember that for when I set up my flight for our next flight out of Vegas. I don't know where I'm going, but remember 249. I'll have to remember that. So in the setup page, you can decide where you start. If that makes sense. In terms of a parking space. Do 23 knots. Sorry, this is going to be a huge file because of the missed approach. I think 23 knots is not a completely... it's not like it's an unacceptable speed to taxi at. I think the sort of general rule is 20. So let's not get too crazy. I don't have... my rudder pedals, as I've mentioned before, don't work anymore, thanks to the latest patch, but the brakes still do. My rudder pedal brakes still work. So, there's that.
Approaching runway 01 right, 19 left. Entered runway 01 right, 19 left.
All clear. This was very cool. This was a very good test of the ATC since the patch, because you know it that was definitely, those were definitely some curveballs. Missed approach, but they still managed to get me here. Another runway to cross here. Stand by.
Runway 01 left, 19 right. Entered runway 01 left, 19 right.
It's good. No, I mean, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. ATC did a great job. A really great job. So, I'll tell you what. I have to go answer the door. I just heard the doorbell ring. So, you've all seen me shut down plenty of times, right? So we'll do that now. And that's the end of this flight. We're safe in Vegas. Thank you, friends.